how to make the perfect classic spaghetti bolognese. Hey there, fellow food enthusiasts. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're cooking up a classic that's near and dear to hearts and stomachs all around the world, spaghetti bolognese. Believe it or not, this savory delight hails from the charming city of Bologna in northern Italy. Traditionally known as ragu alla bolognese, this hearty meat sauce has been a staple in Italian cuisine since the 18th century. Over the years, it's made its way across the globe, capturing the taste buds of millions with its rich flavors and comforting vibes. So what makes this recipe so special? Well, we're combining time-honored techniques with fresh, accessible ingredients to create a sauce that's both authentic and easy to make in your own kitchen. Whether you're a seasoned chef or a newbie in the culinary world, this recipe is tailored just for you. Ready to create some magic? Let's dive right in and get cooking. First things first, let's gather all the goodies we need. Here's the lineup. 400 gram 14-ounce spaghetti, 500 grams ground beef, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 large onion, finely chopped, 2 cloves garlic, minced, 2 carrots, diced, 2 celery stalks, diced, 800 gram 28-ounce canned crushed tomatoes, 2 tablespoons tomato paste, 1 cup beef broth, and half cup red wine optional, but highly recommended. 2 teaspoons dried oregano, 2 teaspoons dried basil, salt and pepper to taste, and fresh basil and grated Parmesan for garnish. Now, let's chat about ingredients. Using fresh vegetables like onions, garlic, carrots, and celery makes a world of difference in flavor. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. If you can get your hands on fresh herbs, that's even better, but dried ones work just fine. Don't skimp on the ground beef. Choosing a good quality meat adds richness to your sauce. And while the red wine is optional, it adds a depth of flavor that's simply delightful. Plus, you can enjoy a glass while cooking. All these ingredients are pretty straightforward and should be easy to find at your local grocery store. Got everything? Awesome. Let's move on to the prep work. All right, it's prep time. Getting everything ready beforehand makes cooking a breeze. Here's what we'll do. Peel and finely chop that large onion. Mince the garlic cloves. Pro tip, crushing them first makes mincing easier. Dice the carrots and celery into small, even pieces. This ensures they cook evenly and blend smoothly into the sauce. If it's been refrigerated, let it sit at room temperature for about 10 minutes. This helps it cook more evenly. Measure out your dried oregano and basil. Keep the salt and pepper within reach for seasoning as we go. Grab a large saucepan or Dutch oven for the sauce and a big pot for boiling the spaghetti later. Arrange all your ingredients within arm's reach. It's the key to a smooth cooking experience. Measure out your red wine and beef broth so they're ready to pour. Open up those cans of crushed tomatoes and have the tomato paste ready. Grate some Parmesan cheese and rinse a few fresh basil leaves for garnishing later. Taking a few minutes to get everything prepped not only saves time, but also makes the cooking process more enjoyable. Let's get ready to sizzle. Time to bring those ingredients to life. Let's start cooking. Heat the oil. In your large saucepan or Dutch oven, heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil over medium heat. Add veggies. Toss in the chopped onion, minced garlic, diced carrots, and celery. Cook until softened. Stir occasionally for about 5 to 7 minutes until the veggies are softened and the onions are translucent. This is your flavor base. Add ground beef. Increase the heat to medium-high and add the ground beef to the pan. Break it up. Use your spoon to break up the meat into smaller pieces. Cook until browned. Stir and cook until the beef is browned all over, about 8 minutes. Browning adds that delicious savory flavor we love. Pour in the red wine. Carefully add half cup of red wine to the pan. Stir and scrape. Stir while scraping the bottom to release any brown bits. Those are flavor gold. Simmer. Let it simmer for about 3 minutes to reduce slightly and cook off the alcohol. Stir in tomatoes. Add the crushed tomatoes and tomato paste to the pan. Add beef broth. Pour in 1 cup of beef broth to loosen up the sauce. Sprinkle in the dried oregano and basil. Give it all a good stir. Bring to a simmer. Reduce the heat to low and let the sauce simmer gently. Cover the pan partially with a lid. Simmer time. Allow the sauce to simmer for at least 30 minutes. If you have more time, let it go longer, up to an hour, for deeper flavors. Stir occasionally. Give it a stir every now and then to prevent sticking. Taste test. After simmering, taste your sauce. Adjust seasonings. Add salt and pepper as needed. Remember, seasoning is personal. Make it to your liking. While the sauce is simmering, fill a large pot with water and bring it to a boil. Salt the water. Add a generous amount of salt to the boiling water. It should taste like the sea. Add spaghetti. Add the spaghetti to the boiling water. Give it a stir to prevent sticking. Cook until al dente. Follow the package instructions, usually around 8 to 10 minutes. Reserve pasta water. Before draining, scoop out a cup of pasta water. This starchy water is great for adjusting the sauce consistency. Drain pasta. Drain the spaghetti, but don't rinse it. That way the sauce sticks better. Bring it all together. Option 1. Separate. Plate the spaghetti and spoon the Bolognese sauce generously over the top. Option 2. Combine. Alternatively, you can add the drained spaghetti directly into the sauce and toss to coat every strand with that deliciousness. Adjust the sauce. If the sauce is too thick, add a bit of the reserved pasta water to reach your desired consistency. Taste once more. Give it one last taste and adjust any seasonings if necessary. Ready to serve. Your spaghetti bolognese is now ready to be devoured. And that's it. You've just made a classic spaghetti bolognese from scratch. High fives all around. Now that you've mastered the basics, here are some tips to customize your dish. Dietary substitutions. Lean meats. Swap ground beef for ground turkey or chicken for a lighter version. Vegetarian option. Use plant-based meat crumbles or lentils to make it vegetarian-friendly. Gluten-free. Use gluten-free pasta to accommodate dietary needs. Enhancing the sauce. Mushrooms. Add sliced mushrooms when sautéing the veggies for extra umami flavor. Pancetta or bacon. Cook diced pancetta or bacon with the veggies for a smoky twist. Fresh herbs. Stir in fresh basil or parsley at the end for a burst of freshness. Make it ahead. Flavor development. The sauce tastes even better the next day. Feel free to make it ahead of time. Freezing. This sauce freezes well. Store it in airtight containers for up to 3 months. Storing and reheating. Refrigerate leftovers. Store any leftovers in the fridge for up to 3 days. Reheating. Gently reheat on the stove over low heat, adding a splash of water if needed. Safety first. Always ensure the sauce is heated through before serving. These tips let you tailor the recipe to your preferences and make the most out of your cooking experience. Experiment and have fun with it. Time to make your dish look as amazing as it tastes. Plating like a pro. Twirl the pasta. Use tongs or a large fork to twirl a serving of spaghetti onto each plate. Add the sauce. Spoon the bolognese sauce generously over the pasta. Garnish ideas. Fresh basil. Top with fresh basil leaves for color and aroma. Parmesan cheese. Sprinkle grated Parmesan or shaved slivers over the dish. Drizzle of olive oil. A light drizzle of good quality olive oil adds shine and flavor. Perfect pairings. Side dishes. Serve with a crisp green salad or garlic bread to complement the meal. Wine pairing. A glass of Sangiovese or Chianti pairs beautifully with this dish. Non-alcoholic options. Sparkling water with a slice of lemon or a fruity iced tea works great too. Presentation adds that extra touch to your meal, making it even more enjoyable. And there you have it, a delicious homemade spaghetti bolognese that's sure to become a family favorite. Let's recap. We used fresh ingredients to build a flavorful, hearty sauce. We learned tips and tricks to customize and perfect our dish. We plated it beautifully, making the meal special from start to finish. I hope you had as much fun making this recipe as I did sharing it with you. If you tried this recipe, I'd love to hear how it turned out. Drop a comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more tasty recipes coming your way. Until next time, happy cooking and buon appetito!